Let's talk about possibly the scariest villain in all of Power Rangers, Lord Drakkon. If you didn't know that Power Rangers had a multiverse, you're about to learn. Lord Drakkon is actually an evil version of Tommy Oliver, the first Green Ranger. For those who don't know, in his first appearance, Tommy was evil because he was being manipulated by Rita Repulsa, though he eventually turned on her and allied with the Rangers. However, in another part of the multiverse, Tommy stayed evil, though he still ended up betraying Rita, killing her so that his rule wouldn't be opposed. He defeated the other Rangers of his planet and took over all of Earth pretty easily, but as supervillains tend to do, he wanted more. Accessing the Morphin Grid, which is the thing that gives all Rangers their powers, is kind of hard to do, and if you try to access it with more than one morpher of the same type and color, it doesn't work properly. This means that to get more power, Drakkon needed more morphers, specifically, different morphers. So he decided to go multiversal, beginning an evil crusade throughout realities where he found different Ranger teams, defeated them, and took their morphers for himself. And you're probably wondering who all those guys behind him were. Well, those were the Ranger Sentries. See, while you can't access the grid using more than one identical morpher, Drakkon figured out that you can split one morpher's power across multiple people. So, using some of his extra morphers, he created the Ranger Sentries. They're not as strong as full power Rangers, but there's whole armies of them, and they look freaking amazing. Like, seriously, the Ranger Sentries have some of my favorite designs in all of Power Rangers. And he did create some using morphers from Rangers that he captured later, meaning that there are sentries from all sorts of different teams. So what happened when Drakkon finally got a morpher of every type? Well, that's when things got a little crazy. With all of this strength, he was able to enter the Morphin Grid directly, take an artifact called a Heart of a Master, and use that power to literally rewrite the entire multiverse. Yeah, Drakkon basically WandaVisioned everything across all realities, and in this new reality, he was essentially Superman. Drakkon in this reality was a hero, the only hero in fact. There were no other Rangers to contest him. The only way he was eventually taken down in this new reality was by a tiny remnant of the original good Tommy Oliver who somehow survived into the new multiverse. This Tommy kind of broke Drakkon by telling him some interesting news. See, it turned out that across all of time and space and reality, this version of Tommy, the one who became Lord Drakkon, was the only evil Tommy ever. This knowledge that he was essentially a multiversal mistake shook Drakkon for long enough that Tommy could steal the Heart of the Master from him, returning reality to its normal state. Of course, Drakkon survived and would go on to continue being a problem later, but this is already one of my longest videos, so we'll have to talk about that another time.